we like to see new brands and new propositions come to market. So we want to help that happen, and we think that's important for customers and for competition, full stop.
In addition to new customers, you should be really focusing on retention. That's the kind of key metric. If you pay to acquire a customer, you want to retain them as long as possible.
It needs to be convenient, it needs to be simple, it needs to be accessible and easy.
It's not necessarily a process they look forward to, so customers can forget about it. So they need to be reminded it's coming up, and they need to be helped through it. We've seen that shift to digital accelerate, but how do we keep the human element in those digital experiences? Greet me, show me you know me, demonstrate that you recognize our history together.
What's really happening is the use of digital data and insight is allowing both insurers and InsurTechs to turn the processes from this is how we do insurance to you to this is how you live your life, and we will create an experience that fits with that. It's really, really exciting.
We are maxing out on all of the possible data that we can utilize in order to try and give personalized experiences, even to the point over time of different language to different people and almost different personas.
The owner of the data should be the customer. My perspective is the consumer should always own their own data. There absolutely has to be consent from the consumer that they want to share their information.
There is a very strong trend to know the individual needs to be in control, needs to be sovereign of their data. There's a right to forget. And this right to forget is a killer in the implementation. I could reasonably posit that whatever learning algorithm you did on a certain amount of personal data might have to be rerun after a certain aspect in order to reflect that my data should not be part. The data will be outside of all of our silos. You're going to be getting the data through smart incentivization. We all know insurance is not something people look forward to. However, saving money or getting something back is something that can be thought of as positively. It's all about the incentive designs. Do you manage to incentivize your customer out of their own interest to basically provide data? You need to incentivize it, otherwise it's going to backfire.
The power here is it's really understanding what pieces of that information can deliver value back to the consumer.
Got to get the value exchange right for the customer to encourage them to share and give access to their data.
It is about open finance. There's so much more that we can do. We can link the insurance products through open marketplaces, but it does need the standards.
How can we reach a level of standardization? Everybody captures telematics data in a different way. Standardization of this information and access to it is going to be key.
How do you scale? What we're seeing with Cardiff is this digital data set, which is very much looking to combine many forms of data sources such that we can actually test products more easily. These types of data initiatives, data isn't the commodity of the established, the incumbent, the very deep-pocketed organisations, but it is much more ubiquitously available for all to be able to test their products for the single purpose of serving the consumer better.
How do you actually get to those customers in the first place? And I think that we are going to see more of a shift in you don't find insurance, insurance finds you. You really need to understand your customers and who you want to serve. So I think data gives much better granularity around needs, behaviours, and used in the right way, as Sarah said, can be really powerful.
Insurance is there protection against financial loss in the future, but protection is also there that enables people to go and do more stuff. How can we use data to enable the customer to do more and worry less about having to buy an insurance policy?